What to stockpile now? Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. It's a question that is often brought up, often talked about. Everybody has their own opinions and their own way of going about it, which isn't right or wrong because we're all in different situations. We all have different financial abilities to prepare. We have different skill sets. We live in different areas, different topography, different weather. But generally speaking, since that's kind of what we have to do here, because like I said, everybody's in different situations. What should we prep now? Well, I like looking at it and approaching it from a basics approach, a little bit at a time approach. But mainly, really important for me is the self-reliance, self-sustainable approach, which means leaning more towards and doing more things towards the quote-unquote homestead aspect of preparedness. Growing your own food, raising your own animals, building your own things, being able to do more yourself. But this video is more about what kinds of things, what we might want to be doing right now, aspect of preparedness. So like I said, I like concentrating on the basics. What are the basics? Well, it comes down to pretty much just a couple things. Food, water, physical ability, preparedness, spiritual, and mental preparedness. This zombie target for BB gun practice decided to blow over here and say hi to me. That's my my son, his BB gun targets. So I'll throw it over there with the rest of them. Oh, I made it. Whole or no net. Yeah. Food, water, physical fitness, mental fitness, and spiritual fitness. And the ability to produce our own calories. Getting towards, well, it is springtime now, even though it's cold out here, and I'm all bundled up because I've been sick for about a week now. It's just lingering. It's just, man. I think a lot of it probably is, I have had a lot of stress in my life lately. Nothing too like overwhelming or anything like that, but you know, stress in life. So I would say concentrate on food storage and water, as well as the other things that I mentioned. What would I be doing right now? I would be stockpiling bulk foods and canned goods, meaning, you know, dried beans, rice, corn, wheat, lentils, garbanzo beans, all those kind of things. Buckwheat, couscous, lots of good things out there to stockpile as bulk dry goods. And then there's canned goods. Canned goods are a good thing to have also as a supplement. And why do I say that? Because they're rations. They don't require a bunch of water or long preparation times. You just open the can and eat it. So canned fruits, veggies, meats, those kind of things are very good part of your preps, to include in your preps. Variety is good. But like I say and everybody else says, only prep what you eat. If you don't eat pork, don't prep pork. If you don't eat top ramen, don't prep top ramen. Speaking of top ramen, that's a favorite for preppers. A lot of people I hear prep top ramen because it's cheap. But you got to remember that it goes rancid. So it's not a long-term food storage. Shorter term, yes. Rotate through it. If you use it a lot, sure. But keep in mind that also, shelf life of what you have. And then if you do stockpile a bunch of dry goods, beans, rice, wheat, all that kind of stuff, you know, make sure that you have plenty of water, because you're not going to do much with it if you don't have water. Now those bags of dried beans, those are seeds. You can plant those and they'll grow. I do it every year. People say, oh, you can't do that. Oh, they won't grow. Okay. I do it every year. Now, what I do is I overplant them, though. If they're beans from a bag from the store, I just plant twice as many as I normally do. Some of them don't grow. But I'll tell you what, it's still way less expensive to do it that way than buying seed packs from the store and planting the seeds from the seed packs. Also, wheat is really good because it doesn't necessarily need a lot of water to reconstitute, correct? A lot of times you'll grind it into flour, bake bread out of it, tortillas, whatever you want to make out of it. But then again, also, sprouting wheat is very important. This is why wheat is a really good thing to prep. Because once you sprout wheat, which is very easy to do, there's lots of videos out there about how to do it. I'm not going to cover that. But once you sprout wheat, it is exponentially more nutritious. Much higher nutritional value for sprouted wheat than just if you chowed down on a wheat kernel. So water, yes, often overlooked prep by preppers, I believe. I don't believe that a lot of preppers have enough water. They think that they have water storage because they have some cases of bottled waters and stuff like that. And in some situations, that may be okay. But if you're growing your own food, having a garden, you're going to need a lot more than that. You're not going to sit there and open all these bottled waters and water your garden, right? So water catchment systems for rainwater. Also, you could buy those cheap little kiddie pools at the store and fill it full of water and use that as a kind of like a stock pond, a water reservoir for watering your garden, for maybe doing dishes, bathing, stuff like that. I wouldn't use it for potable water, for drinking. But what I would use it for is that. And then also here, since I'm sitting here talking about it, I'll show you. This is another thing I do. This is a cat litter container full of water. Why? No, I'm not going to drink it because it's a cat litter thing. And it's not BPA-free plastic and all this stuff like that, which a lot of people talk about that. Let's talk about that for a sec. BPA-free plastic for storing your water in. I get it. I do. I don't want chemicals in my body. Hopefully I'll live a long time. But in a preparedness mindset, when the world is ending, falling apart, chaos reigns around us, complete another collapse of society, do I care if I'm putting some BPAs in my body? Seriously? No, I don't. I want to live. So would I drink that? Yes. I would want to filter it, stuff like that, whatever. Throw some, water treatment or some water purification tablets, something. Yes. But let's be real. If you're dying, you'll drink it before dying. Who cares about BPAs? But with that said, caveat, I do care about BPAs. So it's best to prep with that in mind. But also make sure you have stuff like this for using other things, for watering your garden, for bathing, for whatever else you need water for flushing your toilets. You fill up that reservoir in the back, you push the lever, and your toilet will flush. Doesn't need power. A lot of people don't realize that. Blows my mind. But then again, a lot of people don't know how to cook food from scratch. I mean, seriously. That's another area I would like to go into. I would like you guys to really start working on skills. Skills trump gear any day. I have said many times, I would take one special operations personnel, man, whatever, equipped with the bare bones basic stuff over, 5-10 mall ninjas with all the high-speed, gear that doesn't have any training or experience. Experience trumps gear any day. No matter what is thrown at you, there is a way to defeat or bypass or get around things. So think about skill sets. Foraging, fishing, hunting, trapping, snaring, gardening are some of them. Canning, home canning, a lot of stuff. So I know I've covered a lot of ground in this video, but I encourage you guys to get out, to add to your food storage, to reassess your water storage, up it. Oh, and also to subscribe to this channel. That will get you more prepared. And comment below, and check out our links in the description below. My Patriot Supply, the Radio Hour food buckets are great. I only have 2 affiliate programs because I only talk about stuff and I'll only associate my reputation with products that I believe in. So check that out. Link in the description below. Check out Fortress Clothing. Yes, it is getting on spring, but they have shells. They have a wide variety of clothing to meet your needs, and there will always be the next winter. So think about that. If you want to support the channel, little heart with thanks in it, super thanks. Also, please help us out. Greatly appreciated. There's also Patreon. That's enough of the advertisements for myself. It's not necessarily that. But yeah, it does take a lot to do this kind of stuff for you guys for free. And any support is greatly appreciated. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.